Jose, hello. You brought two 17-year-olds in Garner and Mason Greenwood out here. Is there a chance they'll start tomorrow, or is it more likely coming off the bench?
No, they don't start. Gardner will be on the bench, and Mason is the extra player in case that we have any problem. But no, they don't start. We have. What? Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
No, I was saying that the kids, they don't start the match. Gardner will be on the bench, and Mason is the protection player in case that we have any injured. We have players that need to play. We have players that deserve to play. So, in spite of we left a few players in Manchester, we are going to play with the team only with players from the first team.
Jose, you've already qualified. You could win the group if results go a certain way. Does that even come into your thinking, or are you more worried about perhaps Liverpool on Sunday and just giving people minutes?
No, I'm not about Liverpool. I'm about the match tomorrow. But obviously we qualify, and football is football, and anything can happen. But normally, Juventus should win the match in Switzerland. So I don't think the result of the match tomorrow will have an impact on finish first or finish second. But it's a football match. It's a Champions League match, and in spite of the situation is clear, and also for Valencia the situation is clear. They finished third, independent of results. In spite of that, it's Manchester United, is professional players, and we want to do well.
Jose, you said on Saturday that Paul Pogba would start the match. What are you looking for from him tomorrow?
I'm looking for him to play well and to have a good impact in the game and a good impact in the team. A team without, or I would say with many players that don't have many miles on their legs. A team with some players that are not playing a lot. So I hope that people like Paul and a couple of others that are normally in the team, and they have that number of miles that players need to be at the top level. I hope that he can have a good impact in the team.
Just following on from that question, with regard to Paul, why do you think, as his manager, you've not been able to get the best out of him this season?
I don't think your question goes in the direction of what I want to answer or listen. I don't like your question.
Yeah, but why do you think we haven't seen the best football this season?
You can put the question from another direction. I don't like the direction you put the question.
Jose, talking to Romelu at the weekend, he said that you spoken to him personally to tell him exactly what you wanted from him, which was more aggression, intensity in his game. Have you done likewise with Paul? Is that what you're looking for from him?
Romelu told you, but I didn't tell you. I don't tell you when I have or when I don't have meetings with my players. Romelu told you it's not a problem for me. He was absolutely honest. He told you exactly the truth. I'm perfectly fine with that. But that was Romelu's decision. It was not me coming to you and telling you I had a meeting with him. I told him this. I told him that. Not at all. And Romelu was not the only player that I had meetings. I have when I feel I can have a positive impact on the players. I have when I feel that the players are open to it. I do it when the players give me all the indications that they really want to improve and are really open. For somebody with more experience than them, I do when I feel can be positive for myself and for the player.
I would like to ask you, what's your personal opinion about Peter Lim and about Guedes, who will not be playing tomorrow? I don't know if you think that he may be the next star of the Portuguese football.
Peter, I'm a friend with Peter for many years, even before he bought Valencia. I know Peter for a long time. He's the kind of man that sometimes I don't understand, because if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't invest my money in football for sure. I would enjoy football, I would enjoy life, but I wouldn't invest my money in football. So Peter is fantastic because he loves football so much. He could be enjoying his life with his family, and then if he falls in love with football in such a way where he becomes the owner of one of the biggest clubs in Spain, I think is fantastic, and I think football needs people like him. That's end of story. Gonzalo, from what I understand, is having some physical problems. I read something about pubis problems, and I think for a player like him, which is a player that only plays in high intensity, if he has that problem is a problem for his style of play and for the quality of his play. So I hope that he resolve his problems as soon as possible, because he's a good player for Valencia, for the Spanish league, and of course in Portugal we need Gonzalo ready for the playoffs against England.
Okay, last two questions, one here and one at the back. Thank you.
Hi, Jose, sorry, we didn't get a chance to ask you on Saturday. Obviously, your agent released a statement on Friday. Can I just ask what the thinking was behind that, and are you glad that statement is now out?
Which statement?
From George on, Manchester United being very happy with you.
No.
Being very happy at United.
No, I have nothing to do with the statement. It's George's statement. It's not my statement. And
did you know it was coming?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know at all, and I don't care about it.
Okay, last question at the back, please.
Mr. Mourinho, I would like to know about Peter Lim. Do you feel worried or think that we should be worried about the Valencia team with regards to Peter Lim getting involved? And secondly, you being a veteran coach, I would like to know what's your opinion about this season of the Valencia club. How could you explain this performance?
I don't speak with Peter about Valencia. I don't speak with Peter about his club. But sometimes there is a perception, not in Valencia, all over the world, there is a perception that the fans, they care more about the club than the professionals. And that is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Nobody in Manchester or connected with Manchester cares more about the club than myself. And as you know, 3 years ago I was not in Manchester, and I was far from being connected with Manchester United. We, the professionals, are the ones that feel everything, every day, every second. So Peter Lim, Marcelino, all of them are the ones that are really living the moment every second. And honestly, knowing Peter as a very calm man, very wise man, knowing Marcelino as the very good coach he is, and everybody knows he is, and he's proving that in Spain for so many years, I think they will improve their situation. And honestly, I don't think Valencia is, from my perspective as Valencia opponent, and analyzing Valencia matches since we got them in the draw, I think Valencia is playing to have much more points than they have. Always details, always a little bit unlucky, not scoring enough for the football they play and the chances they have. I think they will improve.
Hi, Juan. In the midst of what's not been an easy season, how much did the weekend win, all those goals, kind of feel like a bit of a release and maybe a step forward in the right direction?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a very much needed win for us because of the result and especially because of the way we won, scoring many goals and having some nice football, especially in the first half. I think we enjoyed it in the pitch, and that's the path that we want to follow. We know that we have a difficult game on the weekend against Liverpool, and it'll probably be more difficult, but we need to keep on that track, and we need to try to produce performance like that one in a more consistent basis.
Hi, Juan.
Hello.
You're coming up to the last 6 months of your contract. Do you expect to still be at the club next season? And in terms of your national future with the Spanish side, are you confident of getting back into the national fold?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very much looking forward to be able to come back to the national team. I think I've been very lucky to play in one of the best generations in Spanish football and have been able to win some important trophies with the national team. But my desire and my passion and illusion to play in the national team is still intact, and I think I can give my football and my experience to the team. So hopefully I can make it back, and I'm really looking forward to it. And in terms of the club, all I can say is that I'm very happy in Manchester, in England. I've been living in England for some years now, and I'm very happy to be in this incredible club. So let's see what happens, but at the moment I'm really happy.
Hi, Juan. Mason and James are obviously in the squad for this game. How impressed have you been by them? I know you went on the tour with them last summer, and what are they like behind the scenes? Have they settled in really well? Yeah,
I'm really happy that they are here with us because they are fantastic players, but especially because I think they are great kids. The way they behave, the way they speak, the way they train, the way they, I think they really deserve to be here, and they really deserve the chance to feel what is a Champions League night. I think it speaks very good about Manchester United Academy and the quality that we have coming through, and yeah, I wish them the best, and I really think that they can be very important players for the club in the near future. But what I like most about them, apart from their footballing qualities, is the way they are, their personalities. They're very nice guys.
Okay, Dave. The manager said that Paul Pogba will start tomorrow, having been on the bench the weekend. As a teammate, why do you feel that Paul has struggled to be the Paul Pogba we all know this season and play to the best of his ability?
Well, I think we all have better and worse moments in our career and our seasons, and as a teammate, obviously what I can do from my side is support him, and I'm sure that he will keep showing how good of a player he is and how nice guy it is. So Paul is looking forward to play good, to give his best for the team, and to try to perform at his best level, because we all know that when he does that, he's a fantastic midfielder. So as a teammate, obviously what I want is that he can play very good, and I wish him that he can play at his best level, because if he plays good, I think the team will improve a lot.
Just the gentleman at the back here.
Hola, Juan.
Hola.
I would like to ask you, how do you expect to how do you expect it to feel tomorrow's match, wearing another shirt in this field? And another question would be, could Valencia dream about getting you back someday? Well, I think tomorrow's match will be really special for me. When I was playing with Chelsea team, I came back, and it was a night I will never forget. And tomorrow I expect to be the same. The match will not be really important in terms of qualification, but I think that the feeling will stay in my memory forever, because there will be so many emotions and feelings involved, and the fans will also help to create the atmosphere. That will be incredible for me, because this has been my home for more than 4 years, and I am so grateful to this team, because it was a really key period for me. And as I was saying before, I am really happy in Manchester. I love the Premier League, but I don't know. We never know what could happen, and what I know is that I will be really happy to play here tomorrow.
Let's go, James, please.
Hi, Juan. We saw a lot of quick, clever interplay today against Fulham, a lot of pace, a lot of movement, sort of qualities you would ordinarily associate with Manchester United. Why do you think it's been so difficult for this team to achieve that on a consistent basis, particularly when you look at some of the players you've got? Why can't you play more consistently like that?
Yeah, that's what we want. As I told you, I think that's what we should look forward to play that way in a more consistent basis, and I think we have players to do that, as we showed in the game against Fulham. As a player, I would love to play like that every single game, but sometimes it depends on the rival, sometimes it depends on some other things that happen during the games. But my approach for football and for every game is to try to play at my best level by creating chances for my teammates, by scoring goals, by assisting, by giving my qualities to the team, and I think it's what the fans as well want to see, a Manchester United team that obviously wins and that makes them proud, but with that kind of performance. And I cannot tell you the specific reasons, but sometimes it depends on the rival as well.
Let's go, Paul.
Hi, Juan. The manager praised you on Saturday, said that even when you're not in the team, you fight for the team, you help, you're very professional. In terms of Paul being in that same situation where he's sort of in and out of the team, can he help the team progress when he's not in it, and can you give him any advice about how to cope with that?
I don't think I can give any advice, but yeah, I love to play, and as every player in the squad, I would like to play every single game, like all my teammates. And when I don't play, the only thing I try to focus on is train good and be ready, and try to help my teammates. And I think that's how it should be, and I think that's what I see from all my teammates. So I didn't see anything different otherwise. So we football players, we enjoy when we are on the pitch, and we feel frustrated when we don't play, and that's normal, and that's a normal behavior. But I think it's important to focus on when you play, to be ready to do it, and help the team, and that's what I focus on doing, and that's how it's been always during my career. I always tried to be consistent in my performances, in my stats, and especially being able to play for the team, and and I feel happy and proud with that.
Sí, Juan, aquí Andrés García de Superdeporte, bienvenido a casa. Primero.
Welcome home.
Ha dicho esta mañana
Juan.
Carlos Soler que iba a ser muy especial el partido para él porque eras un ídolo para él desde pequeñito.
Carlos Soler has said that this would be an important match for him because you were kind of an idol for him when he was younger. Yes, Carlos is a fantastic player. The fans of his team know that he's incredible. Normally, when I was young at his age, we would be playing with the younger teams, but I think that he has showed his good quality. I had the opportunity to talk with him a little after our match in Old Trafford, and we changed our shirts. I think he's great now, and I think that he will have a great future in his club. He's also a boy with good common sense, and I only wish for him the best.
Last two, one from James, the gentleman at the back here.
Hi, Juan.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
It's probably fair to say that when you won the Champions League with Chelsea, that was unexpected. The way that season was going, Chelsea were
very much
unlikely winners. Yeah. Do you see anything in this current United side? Let's say the title's probably beyond you at the moment. Do you see anything in this current United side that would make you think you could do likewise? And also, how important would that be, given that two most hated rivals look like they're going to contest for the title?
You know, you never know. And in football, you never know. And as you said, when we won the Champions League with Chelsea, we beat Barcelona in the semi-finals. We beat Bayern Munich in Munich. So I don't think a lot of people were betting on us to win that tournament. Right now, we only qualified after the group stage, so there is a long way to reach semi-finals and finals. But what I can tell you is that I'm in a club that never stops believing, and when you play for Manchester United, I believe that anything is possible. So obviously now we have to try to be first in the group, and we try to win tomorrow. But once the draw is done and once we know our rival in the next round, start thinking about them, and that's how we did it in that year, just focusing on the next rival and trying to go step by step. And I think it's the way we should do this year. So I think it's better if we speak about only the next round and let's see what keeps coming, rather than thinking about potential scenarios. But as I said, when you play for Manchester United, anything is possible.
Okay, just the last two here now.
Hola Juan, Jorge Zarco para TV Radio.
Did you expect to get to this last match of the group stage already qualified? No, we didn't think that we would be already qualified. We thought that we would need the 3 points. When you play against Valencia, it's always difficult. And to get here already qualified, it's the ideal match from a point of view of the club. But I would have loved to fight for the 3 points against the Valencia, even if we have Juventus also in the group, which is a really difficult rival also. Tomorrow will be a fantastic opportunity to play and enjoy our match, and we will be enjoying as well of the city and of the fans. From the distance, I would like to know how many people ask for your shirt after tomorrow's match. Yes, they asked also for tickets, but I think Valencia is not earning as much points as they should. They are competing really well, and what I think they are lacking sometimes is goal. They are trying to own the matches. They are improving their game compared to the last season, and what I think is that they should focus on those 3 points each match, and I really believe that they will end up the season in a better situation than they are now. I think they are competing really well, and the only difference with last season would be the goals scored.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Gracias.